Hello, how are you all? Good evening. Hope all of you are fine. Thank you so much for participating, for coming live on this show. Thank you for all the feedback for World of Upbringing and its initiatives. It really means a lot to us. Thank you so much. And yes, this evening it's very rainy in Bangalore. So thank you so much. Hope you've all wrapped up for the day, comfortable in your couches, and hoping whoever has children, sit with them, hold their hands and sit with them. Because this is going to be a heart to heart conversation for all of you. Whoever has children, no, doesn't matter. So, a lot of people have asked me what is this session is all about, who is it, who should participate and who shouldn't. It's simple and straightforward. It's about the beautiful relationship that all of us cherish, the parent and child relationship. And this session is basically not just for parents. It is for parents who want to be parents, parents to be, or anybody who wants to embrace this journey of parenting, parenthood. This is for everybody. This session is totally dedicated to all those people who are embracing this journey. And this is very important and an essential topic that all of us have to speak. Whether we have children or not doesn't matter. Yes, that is what we have to speak about. We have to talk and openly have a conversation to find solutions. So this is what we're going to talk today. It's all about cherishing parent and child relationship. Yes, what is that the child needs, what is that we give them, that is what we're going to talk about. And thank you once again for everything that you've been supporting us, and for all the love and the feedback that you've been giving us. So what is this beautiful relationship? Why do we always cherish it? Sometimes we wonder what a masterpiece that we have created, isn't it? We also look at it as if, wow, this is my creation. We are surprised with our own creations, isn't it? Your parents must be wondering, oh, did I do this? Did I create this? Yes. As a child, you will also be wondering, are these my parents? Wow. So it's always a wow factor, no matter what. It's always the beauty. And when it comes to parenting, it's more like it's like a cake that has a lot of slices. It has a lot of slices, and each slice has different taste, different things to talk about, different flavors to it. And today we will talk about an important thing that as a parent that you give to your child. It is very important, and that needs to be given from their formative years. And that is all about the mental health of the child. There's a lot of focus on how to give a proper physical health, and what is happening to the food that we give, the physical support that we give the child. Yes, there's a lot of support, but very rare we wonder or we think about the mental health well-being of the child. Have you ever thought about? I wonder, sometimes no, sometimes yes. Sometimes parents do think, but they don't know what to do. They're not aware about it. And I also feel that it's not they ignore it, it is just that they're not aware. The awareness is less. And that somewhere impacts the child as well. And impacts the child not just during the childhood or some particular phase. It's throughout the life of the child it impacts. So today what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about the mental health well-being of a child. What a parent has to do for the mental health well-being of a child. Very important. So recently, while I was researching about all this, I came to read about a very simple statistics and by a very reputed organization called World Health Organization. The research says 10 to 20% of children globally, if you look at it globally, 10 to of children are silently affected by mental disorders. And this is proved. Scientifically, it's proved. Research studies have shown this. So, 10 to 20% globally is a huge number. And you never know, somewhere our child is there in that 10 to 20%. Whether we agree or not, it is a fact. We cannot deny it. So what do we do now? It's very important. It's like a wake-up call. I was astonished when I read that. I couldn't believe. Am I also a part of it? I was wondering. So that is the reason why when I was reading, I was like, this is a time we need to speak about it. We need to find solutions. We need to give them what they need actually. Yes, as parents, it's totally appreciated with whatever you guys do. It's a blessing. Just like how parents feel blessed when they have a child, the child is also blessed to have parents like you. It's really thankful and filled with gratitude today that I say thank you to my mom and dad. Thank you to everything that I've been given. Thank you to all the lovely parents who take every effort to what they do to their child. Very important and very, very important to appreciate it. Yes. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody is blessed with that. I can't imagine my life without my parents. They are my biggest support system. Whatever said and done, irrespective of our conflicts, our difference of thoughts, it is very important that our parents have to be thanked for and they need to be thanked for. But what is that we are not giving them? Giving them everything. Good education, good lifestyle, all the luxuries. What is that we are not giving them? We are not giving them the way to lead a life mentally. We have given them everywhere. Physically, we know what to give them. Good education, good how to lead, everything we teach them. Just like how we are feeding it like all the 3 meals nutritiously. We tell them everything. Go, chase your dreams, do this, do that. But where is the conversation about mental health? Where is the need for mental health? Are we missing out something? Is your child actually mentally fine? You've got to question it. We can't anymore deny it. We cannot anymore ignore it. Very much needed. That is what real life is. You can give everything, have a good career, everything. But what happens if the child is unable to have a peaceful life? A life with content, a life of happiness. It's very important. It is very needed, very much needed. What your child has to have in this world to live. This is what is needed. Mental health well-being. The importance that is given to physical health well-being is as equal as mental health well-being. It has to be given. We cannot run away from it. We cannot deny it. It is the child's right. So, as parents, what do we do? What can we do? Whatever we have, we give them everything that they ask. Everything possible. We just go that extra mile and ask them, do everything that's possible to satisfy their needs. But have you ever asked them what is their actual need? Have you ever conversed with your child? What is their actual need? Do we know? I have spoken to a lot of parents, and the one question I usually ask is, what do you want from your child? What do you want your child to become? This is a very common question, and every parent asks the child, and the child will answer that I want to become a civil service person, I want to become an army officer, I want to become a pilot, I want to become an engineer. But what does the parent want? Parent wants the child to achieve their dreams, do everything, go behind success, have luxurious life, have sufficient bank balance. But very rare, very, very rare. As in 101 or 201, I see parents where they say, I want my child to be a happy child. Isn't happiness is the whole purpose of running behind dreams and buying so many things and having so many bank balance? The ultimate purpose to feel happy or how to feel happy irrespective of the odds is not we teach them. We don't teach them. We don't show them. We show happiness comes from materialistic things. Isn't that a reason we need to think about? Don't you want your child to be a happy child? No matter what. No matter what. Irrespective of the odds. Don't you want your child to be a happy child? From the heart. From the bottom of the heart. Whether they succeed or fail doesn't matter. That should be the whole purpose. That should be the whole purpose of your life, of your parenting, of the education that you give. This is what is needed, and this is what is going to impact the mental health of a child. The whole approach to life. How he is mentally happy or sad, irrespective of whatever is the issue, whatever the obstacles that comes in his life. So, coming back to what we need to do as parent, that is very much important. We need to think about it. It's time we think. It's no more a time where we can deny it. Yes, it's time we think. We need to give that as well, along with whatever you are giving as a parent for your child. Irrespective of what is happening, you need to focus on this. That is the need of the hour. So, as a parent, what do? We can do so many things. We can do so many things. It's all in your hands. It's your upbringing. It's your parenting. And it's in your hands. You just need to take it and give. And the child has to just take it back. Simple. So, the first thing, let's stop running behind any race. No race. Your child is unique. Your child is one in this world. Believe it. Show it. Make the person, make your child feel that you are unique no matter what. Let's not run behind anything. Let's not showcase that. Let's not show it off to anybody that my child is unique. You got to make the child feel that the child is special. No matter what. You got to build that trust in the child. The child should have the trust in the parents that, okay, no matter what, my parents are going to stand with me. My parents are going to be there for me. Even if he or she is going to do any mistake, he should confidently come and talk to you. That should be the trust the child should have. That is going to give them a sense of peace as well as a sense of confidence, even if they do mistakes in life. All of us do mistakes. You and I, we have done plenty of mistakes, isn't it? Can anybody stop it? No. But we should have that. There were times, didn't you, when you and I wanted somebody to trust us? You should have that trust in your child. And not just you should make your child feel that I trust you. You can talk to me. That confidence is needed. That trust is needed. Very much needed. So that is one thing as a parent that you can always give your child, and you have to give your child. You have to give that confidence. As I always say, it is vitamin C, not vitamin citrus. It is vitamin confidence that you give your child. Very much needed. It has to be a blind confidence. It has to be something that child, if you even in the deepest dreams, the child should feel that my parents are confident about me. My parents will support me. It will just nourish the relationship. That trust, that confidence is very much needed. That is what a child is looking for. That is what will stabilize the child's mental health. That is what will groom the child's mental health. Imagine if our parents never had any confidence on us. I can't believe my mom discouraging me or saying, no, this is not possible, you can't do. No, I can never believe that. Even if I have failed, my mom will be, or my dad will be like, it's okay, you just tried. It's okay. Give them the trust, give them the confidence. Very much needed. Next, stop focusing too much on education. Yes, too much of education, career, marks, excelling. No, stop it. The child is not going anywhere with that pressure. Sadly, you are thinking the child will someday go into some higher level. Yeah, they might excel with all the push that you give. Yes, they might excel, but they are mentally, are they happy? Mentally, are they peaceful with that? That is what you need to focus upon. Aren't we much needed? Isn't this more needed? Any education should teach that, to mentally feel happy about it. Sad state, isn't it? The current education, how it is, we are running behind marks, career, and what not. But is the education actually giving them the right values, right moral system, right confidence, the trust? Is it giving? Let's stop comparing our child with anybody else. Let's stop pushing them into any race. Not needed. Your child is unique. Your child is special. Very much needed. Your trust and not in any other person, your child. Your trust in your child is very much needed. That is what gonna nourish the relationship. That is what is gonna help the relationship to build, help the roots of the relationship to go more stronger. There are a lot of times when the father or the mother, mostly the father, just comes and talks to the child whether did you study well? Did you have your food? And that's all, the conversation ends. We don't talk anything else. Isn't it a sad state? As a father, as a parent, or as a mother, you don't have anything else to talk to your child. How is it possible? It's your child. You should be able to talk anything and everything. Why is there a hiccup? Yes, my next point is healthy and hearty family conversations. And much beyond education, much beyond their studies, much beyond their career. No, there are much beyond things about it. There are a lot of things to talk about. Talk about fun, talk about food, talk about cinema, talk about entertainment, talk about relationships, talk about family gatherings, people in the family, talk about some social issues. Get them opinionated. Let them have an opinion. Let them form opinions. These family conversations is what is going to help them build strong relationships. This is what is going to nourish the parent and child relationship. How can we deny this to them? And this is what is going to give them the mental satisfaction of life. It is much needed. Where are those conversations dying out to be? It's all dying down. Why is there so much of hide and seek? You seek the child only for a particular reason. The child seeks to you only for few reasons. Why isn't there an open conversation? Isn't it? We need to think about it, right? I wonder. We really need to think about it. Tomorrow, if the child has to come and talk about anything, sex, drug, relationship, anything for that matter, you as a parent should be the first go-to person. Not some random third person on a social media. Not some random third person on any other platform. Online or offline, doesn't matter. Parents should be the go-to person. You should have that open space. And it doesn't come when you say, oh, I am the friendly parent. No, you got to make them feel, you got to make them show it from their childhood. In every stage, That is when during their adolescent or teenage or whatever is their adulthood, when they need help, they will immediately seek it from you. They will not think twice. This is very much needed. Family conversations are dying down. And I really feel bad that people have to seek it from outside. This is very important. Hearty family conversations, much beyond education and career and food. Very much needed. Today we don't go for family functions, family get-togethers, because we have career, we have examinations. Why? What is that going to change in this 3-4 hours? We got to think about it. I don't remember a day when my parents would have paused me saying, you study and we are going to some place, or you are studying so we are not going out as a family. No, that has never happened at all. I remember as a child, I remember 10 days we would take holiday, go from Chennai to Delhi or Lucknow. We used to go by train, attend our family weddings, come back, and sometimes still lies in our schools, give fake letters. We definitely do, because our parents insisted more on family relationships, or they gave equal importance to family relationships. Very important right now. Very much needed for the child. The child is unaware inside the family. And all this affects the child's mental well-being. All this affects the child's innate happiness. Somewhere it just feels, only if I succeed in my career, I'll be happy. That's when my parents will be happy. And if I fail, it's going to be otherwise. My parents are going to feel sad about it. I'm going to feel depressed. And it goes into the wrong direction, as we all know. Isn't it very important that we are cautious what we tell, what are we teaching them, what are we showing them? Yes, education is important, career is important, agreed. But that's just one part of our life. That is not life. That's just one part. And lastly, one of the important things, and before I tell that, I would also like to tell something else. So a few days back, when I was going for a walk in the apartment, I saw two small girls, maybe around 8 or 10 or 11, that age group, cycling. And I was just walking and after finishing my walking, I just came down and I sat. And those girls were also cycling, and after some time they just sat on a parallel space and they were discussing. And I saw one of the girl crying. And the other girl was asking, what happened? And the girl said, I want to go to school. And she was like, why do you want to go to school? And she said, no, my parents are continuously fighting. Morning to evening, they're constantly fighting. Neither am I able to do anything here, nor am I able to talk to them. They also don't talk to me. They just talk to me only for food. And if I study or if I play something, they are fine. And I was shocked. I was literally shocked. But I was wondering, isn't this very common? I also face this. You also face this. But what is happening? Has anything changed? With years, nothing has changed, is it? The same thing we are giving them. We have also gone through the pain. We are giving the next generation also the same pain. Are we realizing it? What we are doing to the child? I doubt. I really doubt. Because if we had even subtly realized it, things would have been different. Things would have been totally different. And I really feel there is a conflict of roles in a family. Definitely. As a parent, as a couple. So it is definitely difficult to manage both. And equally when you have so much of work pressure, when both father and mother are working, husband and wife are working, it is very difficult. But what is important? What you show your child. You got to be cautious. When you enter this parenthood, it's not easy. It is a cautious decision. It has happened to you. You got to be taking that responsibility. We can't imagine the mental process or mental talks the child would have gone through. to just beep these words out of our mouth. It is very important. Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever asked ourselves, as a parent or as a child, what we go through? It's very, very toxic. Those scars are for life. As parents, you might just fight in one room and you think that in the other room the child is studying. Sorry, I would want to break that myth. Your child is also going through the same pain and sometimes feels that he or she is the reason for your fight. They might not be in the picture at all actually, but they feel. That's how a child thinks. That's how a child's psychology is. Somewhere we feel the child is the child. As a child, we feel that we are responsible for their fights, but they must be, as a parent or as a couple, we must be fighting for totally a different reason. But this is the impact we have on the child, and it is very important that we got to be cautious how we present ourselves in front of the child. Yes, it is very natural. Fights are very common in every house. It's very common and you can't avoid it. When it happens, it happens. But how it happens, it matters. It totally matters. How you show it. There's a thin line between a fight and a discussion. You got to maintain that decorum. It is very much needed. You got to show your child it's okay to have difference of opinions. It's okay to have your own thoughts. And also you got to show them you can sit, talk, converse, discuss and come to a middle path or say what is right and what is wrong. You got to show it constantly to the child to handle problems in their life. This is one thing you can't teach your child. You got to show it to them. That discussion works. Fighting doesn't work. Fighting just disrespects the other person. And that disrespect, when you show it to your child, that is what gets registered. That mannerism is what it gets registered. And it totally impacts the mood of the child. You might wonder, after you fight, you can just wrap up everything, go to the child's room, hug them, kiss them, play with them, and you think the child is fine? I'm sorry. No. I'm really sorry for that. It's not fine. It might come and hug you, play with you and do everything, but it's not. Somewhere that scar is left, and the scar is left for life, and the scar has a lot of impact in every decision the child takes. Somewhere it also leaves with different thoughts and opinions. Opinions are formed based on the scars. So as parents, we really need to be very cautious how we present ourselves in front of the child, because that is what is going to impact the mental health of the child as well as the relationship the child will have, the opinion the child will have about you as parents, you as individuals. It is very important. It's very important because the child, as parents, you are the one the child will look up to. There's nobody else to look up to, right? So it is very important. It's very important that what you show your child matters. So these are the few things that as parents you need to be conscious. You need to be very alert. Yes, this has to be alert. In a very alert manner you need to do this. What you do, what you show, what you teach your child. Not verbally, in your actions. That is more important. That is very much important. Because that is more impactful than your words. So trust, confidence, conversations, family conversations, hale and hearty family conversations, and a family ambience, a positive and encouraging family ambience, very much needed. All these are the things that will help to have a very strong mental health, very positive and encouraging mental health. And also it will nourish the parent and child relationship. And if you take that effort today, it is going to last impact till your last breath. I'm sure about it. It will certainly have the impact on the relationship. The child will easily fall back on you. it will surely consider that you are the biggest trustworthy support system the world has given it, that Almighty has given it to you. So that trust is what the child needs. That is what is gonna build the parent-child relationship. Actually, in my words, that should be the seeds of this relationship. You as a parent, you all as a parent to be, or you as anybody who wants to embrace this journey should have this thought, should definitely have this thought. While you might save a lot of money to give the best education for the child that is going to come, or that is already there, but if you don't save and nourish your thoughts, your actions, the parenting somewhere might be a failed. Yes, the child is definitely blessed to have parents like you, but somewhere it will be, somewhere the child might be lacking something. So, on that note, I would also like to inform all of you that the month of June is dedicated to parent and children. So, lot of parent and children videos are going to come up. Lot of things. The first session of parent and child is going to be, if you guys need counseling, depending on your requirements, the first session is going to be free. You guys can come forward, take our helping hand. We're always there for you guys. The doors are always open, and we will be there whenever you are in need. So any questions, you can post it in the comments, and let us know your feedback. Very much important, because that feedback is what keeps us going. You can connect with us on our different platforms: Facebook, Insta, YouTube, anywhere, and let us know how you feel about it. And please try and make an effort with your child, and come back to us if you need any help. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't see any questions here, so I'll be closing down the live session. Thank you for all the participation and for your time.